Hey guys, welcome to the next video on shell scripting tutorial for beginners. And from this video, I will show you how you can use loops in shell scripting. And we will start with while loops. So first of all, what are loops? The loops are used to execute a list of commands repeatedly. So if you want to execute a command or list of commands repeatedly, you can use loops. So let's see how we can use while loop. And first of all, we will see what is the syntax of while loop. So the syntax of while loops looks like this. So you use the keyword while, and in the square bracket, you give the condition which you want to evaluate. And if the condition is true, then this command which are in between the keyword do and done are executed, right? So you write the keyword do and then whatever command you want to execute, and when you are done with the while loop, then you use the keyword done. So let's take an example and then we will see how we can use loops. So what I want is I want to print the number 1 to 10 using while loop. So I'm going to declare a variable n is equal to 1. So I'm assigning the value of 1 to n variable, and then we will evaluate a condition. So what condition we want to evaluate? We want to evaluate whether the value of n is less than or equal to 10 or not. And we have seen this minus LE flag in the if conditions also, right? Now inside or in between do and done keyword, we can execute any command. So what we are going to do is we are going to use echo, and then we are going to print the value of n. But still we are not done, because we are just printing the value of n, and the value of n is 1, right? So it will execute infinitely, because this condition is always true, right? So we want the code to increment the value of n, and then we are good to go. So how we can increment the value of n? We can just use n is equal to, and then you can just write dollar and double brackets and then n plus 1 like this, and then this will increment the value of n by 1 and assign it to n once again, right? So let's run the script once again and let's see what happens. And it prints the value of n, or it prints the number 1 to 10, right? Now what's happening in this loop? So we have initially assigned the value of n is equal to 1, and then once this while loop is reached, this while loop evaluates if the value of n is less than or equal to 10 or not. And first of all, the value of n is 1, which is less than or equal to 10, which is true, and then it prints the value of n, which is 1. So it prints 1 here, and then increments the value of n by 1. So now the value of n becomes 2, and once again it will go at the top, and then here now the value of n is 2, which is still less than or equal to 10. So once again this code is executed, right, and the 2 is printed, right? And in this way, this will increment the value of n until 10 is reached, and when the value of n is 10, this condition is still met, because n is equal to 10, which is confirming to this condition. So it will print the value of 10 here, and then once the value of n becomes 11 and it reaches here, so 11 is not less than or equal to 10. So this loop condition is false at this time, and then this code will not be executed. So once this loop condition is false, the code will not be executed, right? So this is what is happening here. Now the incrementation of variable n you can do in several ways. So you can do something like this, or you can just use these double bracket to increment the value of n, and you can use double plus, which means post increment, right? So once again, when I run the script, it prints the value 1 to 10 once again. Now you can also do pre-increment like this. So just do pre-increment, and once again I will run the script and it prints the value of 10 once again, 1 to 10. Now in here, instead of using these square brackets, you can also use these double parentheses, as we have seen with the if conditions also. So this notation will also work, but instead of using this minus LE flag, you now need to use this kind of angle bracket and is equal to, right? So whenever you are using double parentheses, you need to give this kind of conditions, right? And then once again, when you run the script, it still prints the value 1 to 10, right? Let me clear the terminal. And this is how you can use while loops in bash scripting. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can, for example, read the files using while loops and do some other cool stuff with while loops. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.